Hi, it's Ken here again. Welcome along to Get English Tips number 4. So glad that you've decided to subscribe. Great to see you again. And I hope that you're finding all these Get English Tips very, very useful and they can help you to study. Now, Get English Tips number 3, if you remember, was all about finding someone that you trust to study English with. And you were able to go into the Get English Tips website, into the community, and hopefully you've been able to find someone that you can study with. Get English Tips number 4 coming to you is something that I remember seeing quite a lot from students, and it was, they were reading through their book, their English book, and they had their dictionary. And every bit that they got stuck on, they would use their dictionary and try to guess the word or to get the correct word from the dictionary, which I felt it wasn't really testing them. They were taking a kind of easy option for the English vocabulary. So one thing I always say to students is don't rely on your dictionary too much. Your dictionary there should be there to help, but not as your main teacher. Always think, have a look at the sentence and try and guess it from the context instead of immediately going straight for your dictionary. For a word that you don't understand in a sentence, look at the other words around it, look at the context, and this will give you a hint. And try to guess the meaning from the context in the sentence. Always really important. If you get it wrong, you get it wrong, but at least then your brain is starting to think in English. And it's all too easy to be doing some reading or revision in English and to come across a word. I've done it in Spanish. Easy, go for the dictionary. It's not always the best course of action, not always the best way to do it. I always feel take a moment to look at what you're doing. What do you think the word means? Is it a noun? Is it an adjective, a verb, etc.? Why is that word there? What, in your opinion, do you think it could mean? Does it make sense then? Taking that extra moment, not a long time, just a minute or two, to study properly and see if you can figure out the meaning of the word. It will really, really help you over the longer term. Remember, when you're learning, there's not a race. Okay, there's no rush to finish. It's all about working and it's all about practicing. Figuring something out is all part of learning and exercising your brain into thinking in English. Always think that when you're practicing or you're learning, English is like an exercise going to the gym. You have to practice and you have to, exercise your English. By doing that, you'll get bigger and fitter when you go to the gym. Yeah? And it's the same with English. Your English will get better and you'll have much more knowledge. So when my students first come to me in the English class, one of the first things I do is to tell them is to put their phones away, their dictionary on their phones, and I think it's like a comforter, isn't it? If I don't know, just easy to look at. It's a comforter there, having them, to make their lesson easier. And yes, it's true to have that, but I feel if you really want to learn, then you learn yourself and you find out and make an effort to find the answer. And that way you'll be able to remember it much more. It's not to say technology doesn't have its benefits. 100% technology is such a great tool. Social media and translators, etc., and voice recognition, all fantastic things. I think when you're learning a language, to make it personal, it's finding out yourself and thinking about it, and that way you're able to recall that word in its context. Really important. So the next time that you're in your class, put away your dictionary. Simple as that, and see how you get on. So this Get English Tips is all about don't rely too much on your dictionary. Okay, start thinking for yourselves. Now, excuse me, if you're on the web page, if you've created your free account already, you'll notice that there are a very, very quick test here to guess the meanings of some words from the context. If you haven't yet created your free account, there'll be a link somewhere here on this page or in these notes that you can click on to create your free account. You can go in and take this little test and see how you get on as well. If you're on the website as well, you can join the community. There's tests, as I mentioned, there's these video lessons also that you'll have free access to. Also as well, Get English Tips is totally free for everybody, so please remember to share this with your friends, family, anyone who's learning English. Hopefully it will be helpful for them also. And if you're feeling the love and you can afford it, please feel free to buy me a cup of my morning fuel, a cup of coffee. Much appreciated also if you can. If not, no problem at all. So that's Get English Tips number 4. And it's all about not relying too much on your dictionary. If you've got any questions, got any comments, leave them below. And as always, I love to read them. And I'll see you in Get English Tips number 5 coming your way very, very soon. So my name's Ken. Bye for now.